Welcome to On the Block with Billboard, where we discuss all the hot topics this week and also some chart news. I'm going to dive into a little bit of the Beyonce Jay Z Super Bowl scandal, and also, is Lil Wayne going to hit number one? We'll see. We'll talk about it. But I'm one of your co-hosts, Bianca Gracie.
I'm Carl Lamar, hip hop editor. What it do?
Mr. Trevor Anderson, charts expert.
There we go. What's going on, y'all?
And you may notice I'm sitting in a different seat today because I wanted to get close to
She giggly already.
Luke James.
I see the blush. I see the blush.
Hello.
I'm wearing blush. I'm not
Oh,
blushing.
my bad.
Okay.
That's right.
Yes.
Here to start your Valentines week off, right?
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah. Oh,
With
yeah.
Brother Wolf.
It's coming.
Yeah, love is in the house tonight.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of love, you have your new album out, To Feel Loved, which came out January 31st.
Yes.
I love that, you know, no pun intended, but I feel like this album is a lot more sensual and very romantic and passionate. So
Yes.
I kind of want to know, like, where that fire kind of stemmed from.
Well, the album, I just been in a place of needing love and wanting to feel that that type of appreciation. So I created a body of work that I felt like fed me that way, musically,
Yeah.
creatively.
Cool. And I feel like it does, you know, translate to the ear. Like, you feel that soul and that passion come through.
Thank you.
And Traveling is my favorite song on the record
you.
with Big
Big
Crit.
Crit,
Yeah.
yeah.
So how did that collaboration come about?
Wow. Well, the song I had already created, and Big Crit had been working with producer Danger, and he produced the record Traveling. And Danger had played him the song because they were working together on his one of his latest albums, Energy. He played him the record, and Crit loved it. I'm thinking he loved it for himself. I heard his verse and was like, I love his verse. I plan on keeping my song.
Yeah.
And I would love to keep you on it. I felt like he added to the song. It was a real collaboration, though we didn't do it together. He listened to the song. He wrote to the song. I find that sometimes MCs or rappers don't particularly write to the content or inside the context of the song. They touch on it maybe a bit, but everything else is a bit other. He definitely stuck to the story and elaborated even more, took it up a notch, even more. So I had to keep him on there. It was a pleasure. And plus, I also think, I love his Southern drawl, and I think that is truly culturally important to have that. I think that is just like so American.
Yeah,
and
especially since, you know, you're from
yeah, I'm from New Orleans,
yeah.
so it's just like,
Go.
it just feels like it just represented what we need in music, period.
Dope. And of course, I think Go Girl is like the single that really anchors the
Yeah,
album, and
yeah.
that also includes Ro James and BJ the Chicago
Yeah.
Kid, kind of like the trio of like this
Yeah.
millennial R&B generation, which is
Yeah.
pretty dope.
Yeah, which is really cool because that's cool to hear it that way. We didn't think of it that way, but it was just a collaborative idea. We all three of us love the 90s. I had this track that Danger produced again that just felt like a bop, that felt like a 90s bop, and it was Danger's idea, like, yo, you should just throw the BJ and Ro and let's just make a whole crazy kind of thing to it. And I love Martin, we all love Martin and stuff, and so it was just like that idea, we just came together and like Voltron or something.
Cool. So
When all y'all are in the studio together, do y'all just? I mean, how does that work? Y'all just like trying to like outrun and outriff each other?
No,
and, you
no,
know,
no,
like,
no,
what's
no,
the
no,
what's the
no.
environment like though?
The environment is jokes, nothing but it's like hella laughter. It's so fun. It's truly. I mean, I'd be surprised how we get work done, like real work done. I mean, we just enjoy each other's space. I don't know. It's weird. We just all of us have kind of grown up together in a sense, especially in the business. I've seen both of those guys grind from, you know, when I moved to New York and met Ro, and I watched his grind, to when I moved to LA and I met BJ. You know, we had braids. He was in a duo, and we watched each other grow, and it just felt right to like, why not do music together? And we just like, well, we want to do an album together, so why not just start, you know, putting out little things here and there that just get people into the idea of us doing music together. So this was one of them.
Nice. And
Okay.
I mean, on the topic of love, Valentine's Day is coming up.
Yes.
So I want to know, like, what would be like your ultimate like date night for the big holiday?
Ultimate date night for the big holiday. Wow. Well, I'm pretty much I am a homebody person, so I am not as creative in the ideas of like going out and stuff like that. So it would definitely have to be tailored to what my date likes and wants. Because
That is a good point. You hear that, guys? Listen
Yeah.
to your partner.
Listen,
Yeah.
that's a two-way street. That's what I mean.
Well, no,
So,
you're
I
right.
mean,
You're
you
right.
know.
That's for the day is for both of
But
us.
is it an even street? Is it even? I'm just saying.
Right.
I'm just saying it from experience.
I
But
feel,
yeah.
I feel like you
somebody
got,
hurt you.
I feel like you got the fire playlist.
Oh wow, yeah, no, definitely. I got a hell of a playlist. I got so many playlists because I just like putting music together. I like all types of music. Yeah, I definitely got like a baby play playlist. That's pretty
Okay.
cool.
Who's on the baby?
Are you on your own playlist?
I am not.
Okay.
I'm not.
just
My
curious.
playlist is like, I mean, I'm talking Mint Condition.
Hey.
I'm talking Joe, John B.
Oh, all the classics.
Case, Tony Terry, Tony, D'Angelo. I mean, like the 90s, early, mid, even late 80s kind of up in there. That's that playlist, that particular playlist.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fair
No, I don't know. It would be tailored to whatever that person likes, and then a little bit of what I like to do, and I don't know. That's
Don't
A
look
little
at
give and
Yeah.
take,
Yeah.
a little
50-50.
okay, yeah.
I'm here for
Reciprocity.
compromise.
yeah. I'm pretty
Wow.
adventurous,
Okay.
so I'm pretty open to experiencing different things. I'm just open.
I like to hear that.
Yeah, it'd
Good.
be fun. It'd be a fun evening, I'd say.
Cool.
Yeah.
And switching gears a little bit, talk about more of your film venture and your TV venture. You're going to be starring in the new season of The Chi soon.
Yes.
Can you tease anything about like what we could expect from your role?
Well, my role, I play a kid named Victor Trigg Taylor. He is the older brother of Reg and Jake. Jake is the kid with the dreads, for some people who don't know. Yeah, I just come into play out of nowhere. No one knew I was alive and whatnot. I just come out and play to rough up some feathers and save my brother. That's the idea, by any means necessary. There's a lot to this guy, this character. He's a bit of, let's say, a person that fits the suit but doesn't like to wear it. So he's very interesting, complicated. He's a complicated soul for sure, inside of this type of world where it feels as he has to put on a certain mask, which he has to, in a sense, to survive. So the show is really good. I don't know if you watched any of the other seasons, but it's just a profoundly good show and good perspective. And I'm just grateful to be a part of such, to help bring to life a new character and take the show to another place.
Well, have you guys watched the show? It's on my watch list. I haven't started
I
it
saw
yet.
my watch
but-
list too.
Man,
It's on Showtime.
Yeah.
I know.
Everybody watch list,
Wow.
okay.
Yeah.
It's on Showtime. I've been
support Black.
I
What
know.
happened?
I gotta
that's
get
true.
on it.
That's true.
Wow. What y'all watching it?
Well,
y'all working. Y'all working.
Yeah,
You're working.
You're
we're
working.
busy.
We gotta finish
You
the fall.
making
We
sure.
don't get
Yeah.
up on it
You're
Friday.
filming yourself, so it's
Yeah.
like I get it. I don't stream a lot, so I get it.
But I'm curious, like, obviously with you balancing being an artist and then being an actor, like creatively, is there like a similar process as far as trying to prepare, like, let's say, making music versus?
Yeah, there is. Well, first, for me, it's honesty. It's like straight there. It's like my truest feelings, unbiased feelings. A lot with music is way more personal because it's mine. But as far as for acting, these words and whatnot, I try to tap in. For me, it's a matter of telling the truth, giving this person a voice. So, yeah, memorization. I have a terrible memory, but this getting into film has really helped me out tremendously. I thought I'd really be shit at it. Can I say that?
Yep.
Yeah, you can curse.
You know, I thought I'd be really bad at it, but I'm absolutely good at remembering stuff. On the stage, I'm not that well at remembering stuff. I mean, I will not sing the national anthem for nothing, because I will forget that.
Yeah.
For sure. But no, it's different, similar, but very different. It's different sides of my brain, I would say. Different emotionally, I would say, for sure. But I can't see myself without either one.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it's been great to see your growth, you know, coming from, you know, when you opened for Beyonce for the Miss Carter World Tour up until now. Is there any advice that she gave you during that time that really sticks with you today?
No, I wouldn't say it was particularly like something she's actually said. It's just her work ethic that I've really just taken. Like, you just can't help but to receive and absorb. Like, she works extremely hard, you know, very creative, and she works extremely hard. The boat doesn't move unless she's making it go. So I really took that on. She's a businesswoman, and she's just not like, you know, us artists, we don't like work, you know, and that's a part of this business that we're in, and watching her, you know, balance both is really, really cool, and I received that. I'm trying to implement that in my life. Tenfold, yeah.
Well, I mean,
I think it's something too that a lot of people probably have better understanding with now after seeing Homecoming. We've seen that
we
behind
saw
the
it behind
scenes.
the scenes.
No,
Yeah.
so I think really people can appreciate that, especially a lot more after that.
Superwoman.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, but you know, it's just like, you know yourself. You tap into yourself, and there's nothing you can't do. And you know, we all have our journey to get to that point and realization. And it's really awesome to see people like that help inspire that ideal in all of us. Yeah.
Cool. And speaking of Beyonce, we're going to get into the hot topics a little bit. She was at the Super Bowl on Sunday, along with Migos, Cardi B. They all had like this super big suite. And
Her husband.
Oh yeah, Jay Z. Yeah. Beyonce and her husband.
That's so funny.
My bad. But there's a little bit of controversy because people noted that Beyonce and Jay Z didn't stand up for the national anthem when Demi Lovato was singing. But I personally don't think it's a big deal because there's also a video of Trump acting however he acts during the national anthem. So
I'm looking at Luke.
Well,
Yeah.
we got the chuckle, we got the
so
head roll.
this is kind of like a non-factor to me. You can't, you know, target Beyonce and Jay Z just because Jay Z has affiliation with the NFL. If Trump is acting a fool as well, so yeah.
And he's bringing light, whole, you know, teaming up with the NFL. He's bringing light to social injustice. I don't think people realize that with the NFL putting X amount of money into the causes
it, but they don't want to give him
that credit, yeah, which is crazy in that sense. But
Well, you know, Colin Kaepernick doesn't seem to be particularly impressed or buying it. So I mean, there's even if you're on the same side of the issue, there's still divisions even on that side.
And with Cap, the thing with Cap, I feel like when Jay even teamed up with the NFL, he gave Cap that opportunity. Like, we're gonna do a tryout for you, try to get you back in the league. So he tried to help in that sense.
But you know, people want to say. I mean, look, if you look at what the tryout entailed, you know, waiving all the rights and I mean all the
It's like a job,
but all the strings that came with it.
So it's like a job interview, right? It's like a job interview. It's like saying, Carl, this is where your job interview is going to be. I'm like, you know what? I don't think I should have the job interview here. Let's do it at my house instead. Why don't y'all come to my crib in Jersey, and we could talk about why I think I'm popping for the.
Well, he has a nice apartment though.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Shout out to Jersey, by the way.
Okay.
Love my crib out Jersey.
Wow, top to
Not
bottom,
the
north
whole
to south. Okay.
You got a nice
All right.
apartment.
There we
Yes,
go.
absolutely.
But I'm just saying, like, you know, I feel like with Jay, he even tried to help him out in that sense, and he squandered the opportunity, you know? So it's kind of like, can Cap really try to take shots after he was given opportunities?
I mean, I think you got to dissect what those opportunities are, but I'm sure this saga is not over by any means.
You still shaking your head, Luke.
Yeah.
Man, hey, you know, this world is wild, man. People can stand and sit whenever they want.
I saw a great tweet that was like, "Ain't that what the chairs are for? To sit
Hello?
down at the
There you
game?"
go.
Like, what?
Come on, man.
You
Like
know.
this is ridiculous. There are other issues to really truly worry about. You know, there are people still in cages. You know, Flint don't have clean water. There's
Speak
like
on it.
so much going on, and that's petty nonsense. That shouldn't even be like. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I totally agree with you.
what we call the bar.
Super non-factor. But on that same evening, the Max Singer premiered. Shout out to Jason Lipschitz. He's watching this. He's a big fan of the Max Singer.
He's right there.
He's actually backstage. But Lil Wayne, he played the robot. I don't really
so
watch
cool.
the show.
That was so cool.
But it was dope because I
Yeah.
mean, it was kind of weird because he has such a distinct voice, but the judges didn't recognize that it was Lil Wayne, especially Robin Thicke. He has so many songs with music.
He said he had like
So-
5-6 songs with Wayne. First of all,
Yeah.
shout out to Wayne for the choreography.
Oh yeah, he was getting
Yeah,
down.
that was dope.
Brother wearing a brolic suit, doing the little dance
Yeah.
moves. He probably gonna bring it on tour too. which I thought was pretty
You know,
fire.
the most lit funeral you've seen.
There you go. And the way he was able to just cover a Lenny Kravitz song, I didn't even think it was him at all.
You didn't
when
think
I
it was
saw
Weezy?
Initially, it may have crossed my mind, but I was like, nah. Well, I didn't even think he would do the show, to be honest with you.
That's the thing, because
Yeah.
it seems kind of out of character for him. But I
Right.
believe he said his kids watch the
His
show.
kids watch the show, so
Yeah, gotta do it for the babies.
Do it for the babies.
do it
man.
for the babies.
Plus, it's a cool show. I think it's really cool. I don't particularly watch a lot of those types of shows, but that show is really cool. I think it's an interesting take and really puts the talent up forward in the foreground.
Let me ask you this: what song would you sing that's out of your element if you were to do the show?
That's out of my
Out
element.
of your element, yeah.
Yeah, people wouldn't expect it. Autumn playlist, you ain't got nothing.
Out of my
but
element,
they're
I
mostly
don't
R&B.
know. It's really weird to say because I don't feel like nothing's out of my
Hey,
element.
getting that bag.
I'm a musician. I am a student of art. And
Everything.
I can't see myself. I don't know if it's got soul in it. Then I'm into it.
There we
You know, so I don't know. I'd probably win that show. That'd be cool.
Hey, Nick Cannon, boom.
Okay,
That's
season
the plug.
four,
That's
let's
the
go.
plug.
I mean,
That's the plug.
check it out.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna wear. I can't wear. I'm not gonna wear a big old mask and stuff. But it looks fun. It really
Yeah.
looks cool. It was really tight to see that it was him and that he's having a good time.
Right.
It's good to see him happy. It's good to hear new music from him. It's good it's good that we celebrate him doing what he wants to do, and I think that's really important for people who really paved the way for a lot of things that are happening right now. To see somebody so legendary, and New Orleans.
That's
There
it.
you go.
That's
Shout out to
true.
them. The Nova
And
connection.
speaking of celebrations, I have to shout out the team here because we are celebrating Black History Month this month, and we're kicking off. Well, we kicked off yesterday our Artist Inspiration playlist series, which has artists, highlighting all the songs that they grew up, in their childhood home, what songs inspire them, and we're going to be running that throughout February. So keep a lookout for that. And if Luke, you want
Yeah, throw
to
something
join
in
in, yeah,
we go.
we'll talk after the show.
Okay, I'll
don't
throw a
worry.
bat. Music up in there.
And Trevor, this is your time to shine. Talk about
okay.
some charts.
Moving on to the weather. Okay.
Yeah. the special
I
chart
know.
report.
Here we go. Okay. All right. So we're going to talk a lot about Drake and Future in particular. We're going to start there. The Life is Good collab is still number 2 this week on the Hot 100, which people may not realize Future's highest hit on the Hot 100, beating Mask Off.
I didn't
number
know that.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
Mask Off.
Well, Mask Off was number 5 back in
Okay.
2017, so it debuted at number 2. So I guess the fact that it didn't have to climb, people didn't really see it pass up.
Right.
But it's been really strong for the past couple of weeks. Obviously, let me go ahead and break the news. The Box is still number 1 on the Hot 100 by a pretty big margin. But we've seen a lot of these songs debut at number 2 or jump to number 2 and kind of fall apart. It really hasn't been since last summer. I think Bad Guy, Billie Eilish, the last time we saw a song really challenge in that spot continually. Roddy's starting to slip a little bit. We know that video is somewhere out in the works,
Yeah.
film,
Yeah.
so maybe that'll be coming soon. They want to kind of gas up the lead a little bit, but big shot there. Also, of course, Drake and Future have a new song out called Desires, only on SoundCloud for right now. Drake sitting at 207 Hot 100 hits, tying the all-time
Jeez.
record. Can this song be number 208, which is something nobody's done before? we're gonna have to find out. I know it's like the Ryan Seacrest tease. It's like after the break.
After the break, right?
But I mean, but whether it's with this song, whatever his next album's gonna be. I mean, it feels like the question is just gonna be when, not if for Drake. So we'll keep an eye out on both of them.
208.
Yeah, 208. I mean, I don't think even Andrew Unterberger could name all 208 songs. Like, if y'all don't know who that is, that's an editor, sort of a music savant here at Billboard. But 208 for Drake, and just under a decade. So, you know what to say. Also, want to give a shout out to Megan Thee Stallion, the highest debut on the Hot 100 this week with her song "Bitch." Can I say "Bitch"? Just bitch.
Yeah,
okay,
bitch. BITCH.
However you want to, Bingo is his name, debuts at number 31 this week, so
Nice
that was pretty good.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? Number 31 debut this week, so it's a third top 40 hit after Cash It and Hot Girl Summer.
That's tight.
If you saw on Twitter, Megan had a great reaction. She said, "Love you, hotties. Keep streaming, bitch." So
there you go.
let's keep doing it.
Yeah, she's cooking.
So those are the two main things to look out for. A little hip hop heavy week this week, but we love to see it.
Love to see it.
Cool. And speaking of hip hop, we want to shout out D Smoke. His new album comes out this Friday.
Yeah.
He's previously on the show last week, so showing love to him.
D Smoke.
February
Yeah.
7th, got some nice names on there.
That's the homie. Cool. And finally get to go to my favorite segment, the Throwback Segment of the week. Why are you looking at me like that?
There was no look.
No, it was like some type of shade.
See, this thing, nobody else saw the look. There was no look on the
I
camera. There was
felt it.
nothing. There was no look.
It's a feeling.
No
It
look.
was.
There was no.
I didn't like that energy.
Oh,
sir.
okay. I'm sorry. I'll reprocess.
This is why I'm glad I'm sitting here. This is why I'm glad. I'm cooling right here.
Let's go. Throwback. Let's
Yes,
go.
throw it back. Throw it back. All right. You guys ready for this?
Let's do it.
All right. So on February 2nd, 2010, Lil Wayne's Rebirth was released.
So that's 10 years ago exactly.
10 years
He
ago.
had some.
Yeah.
He had some joints. He had Dropped the World with Eminem.
Well, Rebirth was the one that kind of
The Rock.
kind of threw people off because
Yeah, Prom
Yeah.
Queen.
was,
Yeah, he had
Yeah,
some.
so we actually
some
tapped
things on
into that
there.
a little bit when he was on the Max Singer.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, so maybe Lenny Kravitz, people should have seen that coming maybe a little more than
Yeah.
someone caught him
Things
off
on
guard.
there.
But
Yeah. All right, next up, on February 4th, 2006, Beyonce's Check on It hit #1 and stayed there for 5 consecutive weeks.
Oh, that's very good, Beyonce.
Yeah.
That's correct.
So
I
she
did
got
my
some
Googles,
charts
you know?
info.
Consecutive and everything, but yeah, still I think one of the songs that they didn't think that was gonna be a hit.
Yeah.
They really thought the "Stand Up for Love" song was gonna be the single. This song kind of bubbled out of nowhere. Got Slim Thug on there, so a nice Houston combo, and I mean, it's almost like this unexpected #1 for Beyonce, even as big as she was.
Shout Slim Thug in at #1.
How did he get a #1?
Actually, no, he didn't. That was a remix. My bad.
Oh.
Let's go. I was trying to play homage to my guy.
Yeah.
Shout out to Slim Thug though, man.
I
Still-
can't.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, February 5th, 1969, this is actually a new edition, Allegiance, Bobby Brown's birthday. Yeah, and February 6th, 2003, Get Rich or Die Trying came out, 50 Cent's
Classic.
debut album.
Yeah.
Classic.
Classic,
been
yeah. That was one of the first albums.
17 years?
Yeah,
Wow.
I actually had it on bootleg, one of my first bootlegs.
Damn.
Mine too.
Yeah.
I hope y'all end up buying a CD.
I was gonna say.
I think I did. I have it in my arsenal.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
50 Cent sees his video.
Listen, 50, I
Oh,
bought
yeah.
your
You
CD.
gonna put y'all on blast
I was
on
like-
Instagram?
I still got
11.
Get Rich in my crib. You know, shout out to
Gonna
50.
run up in here,
Hey,
y'all owe him
man, I watch
$17.85.
Power every Sunday. Okay, I'm giving my
Okay,
Finale
Finale.
is this weekend too. So
Oh wow.
Actually, speaking of Power, who do you think shot Ghost? Do you have any theories?
Is this a spoiler?
It's not a spoiler. It's been going on for a few weeks.
I honestly don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just taking this ride, and I'm waiting to be surprised for real.
Yeah. What a riot it has been.
It has been.
listen,
It's been a struggle.
we know you did it, Tariq.
Man.
I'm
think
not
it's
listening.
Tariq.
No,
I
his
don't
name is
know,
Tariq.
man.
I forgot his IG handle. I'm not gonna blast
Yeah.
him, but Michael Rainey, that's his name. Michael Rainey, man.
Rainey.
Out here killing people, man.
Man,
killing
damn.
your papa, man.
Man.
Yeah.
crazy.
But I think the finale is actually this coming Sunday,
Yep.
so I'm super excited to tune in. And for the last throwback, little history fact for the week, February 6, 1945 is Bob Marley's birthday.
Wow.
Legend.
Yeah, shout out to the legend.
Shout out.
But yeah, so unfortunately that is a wrap for this week's episode of On the Block with Billboard. Thank you once again, Luke James, for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Young
It's been a
Wolf.
pleasure. Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you. Thank you. I really
Yeah.
appreciate
Make
it.
sure you guys stream his new album.
Please.
Out there on every platform.
Every
Every platform.
And
you on tour right
to
now.
Feel Loved. I am on tour.
Yes.
I am on my way to Atlanta. It's going down. I mean, it's just gonna be the whole year is gonna be lit. So please come on, pull up. You know, listen to the album. It's a vibe. You know, just leave it in the background and feel loved.
There we go.
Nice. All right. So once again, I'm Bianca Gracie,
I'm Carl Lamar.
and
Sign it out. Let me hear it.
That's
charts expert Trevor
Trevor
Anderson.
Anderson. Oh, wait. We're not going to get these vocals real quick? Oh, you thought I forgot.
More vocals.
Oh, close out the episode with a little
little something.
Oh, we out of time? Oh,
Hey.
ooh.
Hey.
No,
I got sunshine.
Come on, what we got?
Oh, we on a cloudy day.
Wow.
Cloudy day. You not going to ad-lib with me?
When it's cold outside.
There we go.
Outside.
Hey.
I got the month of May.
Love me.
Let's go, Luke.
That's you, B.
Let's go.
I guess
you say what can make me feel this way. My girl, our girl,
our girl.
talking about our girl.
Our girl.
Eat your heart out, Smokey Robinson, little bit.
Hey, there we go.
Oh my God.
It was good that you said, come on.
I appreciate it. That was nice. Yes, thank you. Thank you. All right, guys, that's a wrap. We'll see you next week.
Hey.